Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one today. Today I am trying out some of the items from the Lethal Cosmetics Wildflower Collection. So if you want to see which items I purchased and 3 looks, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. You know I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So Lethal Cosmetics is a brand that I have slowly started to fall in love with. I did first try out their Night Flower palette last year in 2022. And from that point, I have been on the lookout. I purchased the Metamorphosis and Evergreen palette that came out at the end of 2022. And I've also made 3 custom palettes. So been really happy with my products from Lethal. So when I saw this Wildflower collection, I definitely wanted to try out some of the items. So I have the palette, I have a blush, and I have a lip cream. Now this Wildflower palette is a kind of partner or extension or companion to the Night Flower palette that released last year. Again, that was the first palette that I tried. So there is a bundle on their website where you can get both of these because I believe this one was out of stock. So this is the Night Flower palette, and then we are going to get up close and personal with Wildflower. So I will, compare these two side by side at the end, but there aren't any dupes, but they're perfect companions. I will say that, in my opinion. Now, Lethal Cosmetics is an indie brand. They are vegan, they're cruelty free, and their products are sold on their website as well as Camera Ready Cosmetics. I don't have a code with Lethal, but I always use Teresa is Dead's code, which is garbage. And I actually purchased my products from the Lethal Cosmetics site because Camera Ready did not have the blushes or the lip creams. They just say coming soon. But some people want to shop at Camera Ready Cosmetics so that you can avoid the shipping fees. I did the expedited shipping, so I think it was like, I don't know, like $10 or $15. So I just wanted to get it quickly so I could show y'all. This palette is $52. Again, you get the 10% off with the code garbage. Now the blushes are $15.50 and then the lip creams are $13. And the bundle for Wildflower and Night Flower together is $91.80, and that saves 10% if you buy both palettes together. All right, so we're gonna get into this palette. I'm gonna show you the swatches, and then I'm gonna quickly swatch the blush and the lip cream. All right, so just taking a look here at the palette up close. This palette is inspired by the beauty and intrigue of the resilient Wildflower. It has 5 mattes, including 1 UV reactive neon, which is this shade here. There's 1 satin, 4 duochromes, and 3 trichromes. So as you take a look at the swatches, I think it's a very beautiful color story. I really don't expect anything less from Lethal, the more familiar I become with the brand. I think this is a beautiful color story. It's unique. The shade Thorn, which is the hot pink shade, is the neon shade, and that's the one that is UV reactive. And when I looked at the duochromes and trichromes, one of the things that I noticed is that they pretty much have a transparent base. So these are going to be nice standalone shades, but they're also going to be transformative for any mattes that you put them over. So that is what I did with this look with the hot pink shade. So you'll see that. I will talk a bit at the end about how some of these, even though they have very slight and different shifts, it is sometimes hard to see the difference between a few of these shades on your eyes. Like when you're actually wearing them, you can for sure see them in the swatch, but not necessarily on the eye. So that's just something I will talk about at the end. All right, let's take a look at the blush and the lip cream. So there were 4 blushes and 4 lip creams. I chose the shade Pansy. All right, so here is the blush Pansy. And this part here, like this area is matte, but then you have this kind of iridescent area. So you really want to make sure that you get a nice little well-rounded swirl with your brush. so that you can get some of that luminosity that you see right here. I mean, it's subtle. It's not anything that's like real crazy. And I'm gonna just swatch it again right here, because this one is one that can be built up. This one I have to be very careful with, but I really love this shade. I love the color, and I think it's just got the right amount of like luminosity and radiance. Now, as I was saying, the lip cream, there were 4 of these, and I chose the shade Lyra or Lyra, and that's what it looks like. I love this color. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful color. All right, so now that you have seen the palette, the blush, and the lip cream, let's go ahead and put all this into action. I'm gonna do 3 looks. 1 look I did for work, and then I'm gonna show you these 2 looks. And then at the end, I'm just gonna show you some of my other lethal palettes and see if there's any dupes anywhere to help you decide whether or not this is something that you would like to have in your collection or not. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, you guys, get these lights together. We are going to get into the first look. I'm excited. It's very dreary today. It's Friday. I don't know if I said that. Then we'll have one more day of testing on Monday. I'm thinking I want to use this navy blue shade, which is called Nightshade. I'm going to use that for sure. Got aerial ears. I'm going to put these on. I'm actually going to start with the shade Wilted, which is this one here, using a BK Beauty A503 brush. Just using this to give a little color. It's nice and cool toned. I think it's going to go really nicely with the blue. I've been having such a hard time getting up, like trying to film in the mornings. So I'm really glad I was able to make that happen today. Because then when I do, I'll probably do 2 more looks tonight, or 1 tonight and 1 tomorrow. But this gives me like a head start because I really wanted to do 3 looks with this palette. All right, I love how this looks. So now we are gonna go into Nightshade with the same brush. And I am just going to be focusing this on the outer corner. I'm just trying to merge the 2 shades together. Just taking a little more of the Wilted shade just so I can drag this out a little bit. Let's back it up a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yes. My kind of blue. Okay, so now we're gonna go right into a shimmer, and I'm just trying to see which one is gonna look best because these are a little deceiving. I've kind of swatched around with this. This one would be nice, Blazing Star. This one would look nice as well. This is called Untamed. We're gonna do Blazing Star. So that is this one here. I'm gonna use my reference number 2 brush and my Inglot mixing medium, just so this can have a smoother type look. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip into the shade and then go into the mixing medium, which I put on the back of my hand. Not sure if that was the best way to put that on. Maybe what if I do this? This is kind of oily. All right, and then we're gonna just tap. The mixing medium is Inglot Doorline. I don't think I said that. And that just helps it, I feel like, go on smoother. And now I'm just gonna go in with my finger and tap over top of it. And then I will come back with our Nightshade Navy Matte. And then again, going in with my finger. And just pressing it all on. I think that looks really pretty. Going back in with my BK Beauty brush into Nightshade, which is that navy. Just going on the outer corner in the crease again. Going back into Wilted, which was our original transition shade. Just here on the outer corner. Trying to blow this out a little bit. August is getting very frustrated with his Rubik's Cube. I can hear him out there. Okay, so this is what we have. That's really pretty. All right, I haven't used this brush in a while. It's a Sigma E59 brush, and I'm going back into Wilted right here for the lower lash line. I'm just gonna keep it close. This one's a bit big, but I'm gonna commit. I was like, oh, I haven't used this one in a while. You can barely see that though, but that's okay. I didn't really want the lower lash line to be like super strong. I did end up having a little bit of fallout from the shimmer, but it's no big deal. All right, now for our inner corner highlight, I'm using a flat shader from MSQ. I'm gonna go in with Untamed. All right, here's the look. I am going to hurry up and get some liner and mascara. I'll be back to let you know my thoughts. All right, you guys, I'm back with the finished look. Let me know your thoughts. And to finish off this look, I used the Victoria Beckham liner in the shade, ooh, I don't know the shade, hold on. It's just called Navy, y'all. I used the Victoria Beckham liner in Navy and my Maybelline Falsies Surreal Mascara, and that's it. Ooh, okay, blue. I like it. I like it. I like how it picks up with, I'm not matching today, but I do have on some navy blue pants with some stripes. I don't know if y'all can see it. And my little blue, I don't know what you call this. It's like a kimono. So I'm excited. We're ready for work, and I'm gonna get you all into another look. All right, you guys, we're gonna get into 2 more looks, and this time I am going to also demo the blush and the lip cream. So let's start with look number 2. I'm just gonna go ahead and do 1 look on each eye. I really wanna use Thorn, which is this one here, this pink. And I'm gonna be using a BK Beauty 202 tapered blending brush. I am wearing the NARS primer. I'm trying that out. And I'm just gonna start by kind of just getting this on the outer corner. I actually think I'm gonna take this all over the lid and then use a shimmer for like a topper. So let's just do that. I am going to go in to, I'm gonna take Daisy. I'm just putting this on the outer edges, kind of to diffuse out that pink a little bit, and soften it up on the edges. For the shimmer, I'm gonna use the shade Pioneer. Ooh, very pretty. And let's see how we're gonna do this. Let me grab a brush. Taking this What's Up Beauty R106 brush, and I'm going to use the Mayron mixing medium, which I found, because I don't know what I used last time. It was like argan oil, but it was in the same bottle. And then I found out it wasn't Mayron mixing medium. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into the shade and then spray. I'm gonna just start in the middle. And I'm not sure if I want to leave it kind of halo-y or do I want to bring it over? I think I want to bring it over. I really like how this is performing as a topper. I think that looks really nice. I'm just building up the shimmer a little bit just to see what it's going to look like. So as you can see, these have a pretty transparent base. So they look really nice as toppers, as well as a standalone shade on the lid. I mean, that's simple and really pretty. Going back into Thorn, that's the hot pink with my BK Beauty brush again. And I actually kind of like that, the way it is. For the under eye, let's go into Cyanus, this color here. And with the What's Up Beauty brush, I'm just gonna sweep that underneath the lower lash line. I'm gonna tap it. It's a little powdery, so make sure you tap your brush off. I'm gonna take a pencil brush from Eggshell, and for the inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go into Flourish. All right, and here is look number 2. Let me know what you think about that. I love this. This is my favorite part of the look. All right, now let's do one more look. Oh, look at that bronzer right there, y'all. That's the Pat McGrath Desert Glow. Is that what it's called? Desert Glow. It's growing on me. Not that I didn't like it, but just wanted to share. All right, let's do this. All right, I'm gonna be using the same brushes. So with the BK Beauty 202, I would like to start with Cyanus, which is this shade here. It reminds me a little bit of a periwinkle, but it's more purple than periwinkle. Gonna just start that in the outer corner and the crease. I'm gonna give this look more of a purple vibe. This color's really, really nice. Let's go into Foxglove, same brush for the outer corner. Just gonna deepen up this purple a bit. I feel like I'm kind of losing Cyanus. And they're definitely two different shades, but they are really blending together as far as what it looks like on the eye. So I'm putting a little more back on. So I really like that first shade. I really like this shade. This is Untamed right here. So I'm gonna grab my brush. Oh yeah, that was a great choice. I think Untamed is like one of my favorite shades in this palette for sure. Oh my gosh, yes, this is where it's at. I'm combining Foxglove and Cyanus, the two purples, and just gonna stick a little more of that on the outer corner. And for the lower lash line, I'm gonna stick with Cyanus, same brush that I'm using for the shimmer. Just gonna take this all the way across. I forgot to tap off my brush, so please make sure that you tap off your brush. For the inner corner highlight, I wanna go into Blazing Star. And here is the third look. Here's the second look. Let me know your thoughts. Oh, this out of the two, this might be my favorite look for this palette. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the blush and the lip cream, see what we think. As I said, I did get this shade Pansy, and this will be my first time at trying a Lethal Cosmetics blush. The brush I'm gonna be using is by Bristles Beauty. It's the F09RM brush. I love these Bristles Beauty brushes, in case you were wondering. All right, so we're gonna go right into Pansy. Ooh, okay, very pigmented. Okay, ooh. It's got this glowy iridescence to it. That's really pretty. Like, it looks like it's mostly matte, but there's these like glowy iridescent patches kind of in the blush. But yeah, you can definitely go light with this one. So that's the blush. Very, very beautiful. Again, for me, I need to use a very, very light hand. Like very, very light. All right, so here's our blush. Let me know what you think about that. That's really, really pretty. Let's look at it from a regular distance. That looks great. It's a little deep for me. I think I could have went way lighter. And maybe the shade, I think it's Carnation maybe. That one might have been a better choice. Like if I wanted to just go in, but this one, I really have to be light-handed. But it's very pretty. I think it goes very well with this collection. For the lip cream, I got the shade Lyra, L-Y-R-A. Oh, this is already giving me Kaleido's Cloud Lab Lip Clay vibes. It's exactly what this reminds me of. It's got a little bit of a smell to it, not like a foodie type smell, just more of a cosmetic type smell. All right, this whole look, both looks, I mean, all of this is put together really well for this collection. So I'm not mad about it. I am gonna let this dry down while I do my liner and mascara, and then I will be back with some final thoughts and just some comparisons with some other Lethal palettes that I have. All right, y'all, I'm back with the finished look. Y'all, well, every so often, I like to put on a lash to make sure I still know how to do them, because I really don't wear them too much. They don't look super great, but I just really like these looks, and I just thought lashes would look nice. So forgive me if they look a mess when I'm showing you the up close, but right here they look all right. All right, let's look at the transfer situation with the lip cream. We have a little bit of a print. It's been about probably 15 minutes since I put it on. So it does have a little bit of a transfer, but not much. Love this shade. I love how this all came together. Now, out of the 3 looks that I did, I think first place is this look here. And every time I wear a purple eyeshadow look, I'm like, I really like how purple looks on me. So this would be number 1. I definitely think the first look, that blue, would be number 2, and then this one would be number 3. I really like the blush. Again, a light hand is key, and the lip cream is cool. What I want to do now is look at some of my Lethal palettes. I'm just going to do the pre-made ones because I do have a few custom ones, but my very first Lethal palette was the Nightflower palette, and I probably showed this in the beginning because I think that Wildflower is like the perfect companion for the Nightflower palette. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at this palette. Okay, so let's look at these side by side. We'll do them from afar and then we'll do them up close. So here they are, and here they are. I'm trying not to, I don't know how, maybe I need to do auto exposure. I don't know. Looking at these palettes, I think they're perfect companions. I don't see any dupe shades. So I think if you have Nightflower and you want Wildflower, you're not duping yourself at all. If I had to choose between the 2, I'm going with Nightflower. Nightflower is just more up my alley. They're just some shades. Well, really, it's this one that's kind of throwing it off for me, but I think it really works well in this palette. But see, with Nightflower, you don't have that pink. It's gonna be very rare that I would wear this neon pink color, but this one, it's not, but it's cooking. You wanna say hi?
Hi. You already had it.
We've got chicken tenders and this pasta that you're gonna love, okay? I think that the navy shade from here, I think it's called Nightshade, would be great with these. So I could see myself pulling both of these out to create a look. I just don't think I'm gonna use the neon pink too much. Now the next palette I have is the Metamorphosis. This one's definitely not close. So as you can see, totally different color story. So no dupes there. And then I have the Evergreen palette, which may have a couple similar shades. Let's just take a look, maybe. Evergreen is just, this was such a surprise for me, how much I really like this palette. So, you know, you have a purple there, you have this kind of deep blue, but they're not the same. I'm just gonna swatch. This is the one from Evergreen, and this is the one from Wildflower. And then there is a purple. So this one's from Evergreen. This one is from Wildflower. And then we had that periwinkle. So all 3 different shades. So no dupes really in what I have from the Lethal palettes. Now, what I did want to share, because I did a look with this yesterday and I ended up not really liking it. It was with this pink shade. I had used 2 different shimmers, but what I noticed is that some of these on the eye look similar. So I'm trying to think about which ones they were, but kind of just looking at these 3. So let me just swatch those side by side for a second. So we've got Pioneer, and I'll show these up close. Flourish, and then Heather. So let's just take a look. I think it was these 2 On the eye, I really could not tell much difference. I mean, you can see it in the shift, but remember, your swatch is longer than the span of your eye. So these looked exactly the same on the eye. So that's kind of one thing to think about. And just for kicks, let's do the other ones. Clover, that's the green one. Blazing Star is the blue. See that right here? Really similar, right? And then we have Untamed, which is more of a unique one because it's kind of got that, I call it a gray base, but I'm not sure. But these two and these two look similar on the eye. I would say that would be the only downside because they do look different here, but on my eyes, I felt like they were really similar. So that's just something to consider. I think one of the great things about Lethal is if you don't like all of these shades, they sell them as singles and you can make a custom palette or just get the ones that you want. As far as the blushes, I love the blush. Not blushes, I only got one, but I really like it. This will have me on the lookout for other blush releases. I do like this color. The lip cream is great. I just wanted to try it out, but I really don't have any need for any lip creams, but I wanted to try it out like with the collection. I still have a lot of my Kaleidos lip clays, and I just bought some lip products from the Sephora sale. And lately I've been into like juicy, shiny lips, and maybe it's because it's spring and summertime, but this color is beautiful. It's definitely something that is going to get used in my makeup collection. So I'm not mad about it at all. Let me know if you purchase this palette. Overall, I'll be honest with you, I like this palette, but I like Night Flower better. So I probably could have skipped this one. I'll just have to be honest. Am I mad that I have it? No, not at all. I love that these are magnetic. You know, I do the BYOP series and I really want to get more into that. So I love that Lethal makes these palettes so that you can customize them, take the shades out, move them around, put them back, regroup, reorganize, all that good stuff.
Mom, what that and the app to catch one's weed?
Did we order it?
Yep.
I'm gonna check. Okay, I'll check. Give me like 2 minutes and I'll check and let you know. Cause now that I think about it, I thought I did order him a game. All right, anyway, yeah, probably could have done without it. Now, quality wise, beautiful. No complaints, nothing. The mattes from Lethal can be powdery, so you wanna tap off your brush. The shimmers look beautiful. I would recommend using a glitter primer or a good, he wants to order stuff but don't want to wait for it. See, Marky had me all confused. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, use a glitter glue or glitter primer with these and you'll be good. I think they're beautiful. When I wore the blue look, because I'm not going to be wearing this one all day, the blue look did not fade. It lasted all day. I didn't have any creasing, and I think I used the Inglot Door line, but as far as like that shine, it was beautiful, and I did get compliments at work on that blue look. So yeah, I really like when that happens. Like, you know, because I'll be putting in work on these looks, you know, shoot. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Let me know if you have any of these palettes. Did you pick up the Wildflower palette or anything in the collection? Let me know your thoughts about it. I don't know, I'm really falling for Lethal. I'm really liking this brand a lot. And the whole customization piece is one of the things I really do like, because I like being able to switch things around. So I'm happy to have it. I'm not mad about it, and I'm not mad about these looks. So yes, thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.